Welcome to Uptrend Investor. This is deal review number 2, which I'm calling Bones Only, and you'll see why in just a second. Hi, this is Jason with Uptrend Investor, and this deal review is about a house that we are looking at, a single-family house that's in Sanford, Florida. This picture you can see here is actually the way the house used to look about 5 years ago. A very nice home in a nice area, and apparently a nice lady used to live there. But this is how the house looks now. So you can see already that there's been a lot of issues with the house. Apparently a neighbor came by and told me that apparently the roof was damaged during a storm a couple years back, was never repaired, and I'm guessing a whole lot of water damage was happening inside, which you'll see in a second. And apparently the owner, the lady that used to live here, also wound up moving to a nursing facility. So the house really is in disarray, as you can see here. So you can tell that all the windows have been boarded up, and you can see that some roof work was started. But looking at this, clearly there's a whole lot that needs to be done for the roof. And in fact, you see right there in the front door, there's a little piece of paper in there that actually I looked at that and it said something about signatures for initiation of the roof work, and also showed the permit number, but no indication of any further roof work that's being planned. So looking to the side here, you can see everything is boarded up, and this is a true flip. So looking at the back, coming up on this back gate here, you'll see right away the backyard with here's the Florida room, and as I mentioned, everything is completely boarded up. A lot of broken windows, and you can see though that the roofers did start their work. You can see some new wood up there, but at some point we're guessing that the seller just decided that this was becoming too costly and decided to bail out. That's what we're thinking. So again, here's the Florida room, and the thing is, this is in a really nice neighborhood, a good neighborhood in Sanford, and it's just it's pretty much the worst house on the neighborhood, the worst house in the neighborhood. That's really what it is. So looking around, you can see again they worked all the way around the property on the roof and at least got it started. But you can see a lot of the issues that are happening here. So along that back wall, you can see that they had some type of, probably a garden back here at some point, and they just put together all these rocks from, I'm guessing, from all around the backyard, and just piled them up here. There's also this, looks like a well here in the back, which we're thinking is irrigation just for the backyard, because we found out that this house is on city water as well as city sewer. So there's no need to worry about a septic tank back there. Going back to that back corner, working our way around the house. Here's some more boarded windows. And then they have this small area here that goes into the garage. And this area, I guess, is outside storage. Maybe you can put your grill, I don't know. But what's interesting here is when you look at the garage door, check out the doorknob there. Looks like someone tried to get in there and was unsuccessful. So this is the AC, the external unit, and you can see it's pretty dated, and so there is gonna have to be a lot of HVAC work on this property. As you can see there, a lot of work with the wiring. Pretty much a whole new system is going to have to be in place. So working our way around back to the front of the house, going into the garage, this is where it starts to get really interesting. So that garage door, as you can see, just basically hanging out there. But if you look in there, I mentioned earlier about the likelihood of a lot of water damage. Yeah, I mean, there have to have been serious water damage, serious mold issues for them to take off the ceiling on the garage there, and everything's totally exposed. So it's just not a good setup right now. Going into the house, this is the utility room, and as you would expect, the water heater as well as the washer and dryer area right in here. You can already see the exposed concrete in the wall, and looking at the this is just something else, as you can see already here. Looking at the electrical panel actually is a good panel, as opposed to something that would need to be replaced like Zinsco. This is a good model, so that'll be okay. So here we are at the front door. Just inside the front door, you can see that opening area here that we saw outside. So here's the front door. Clearly would need to be replaced. And when you walk in, you look to the right from the front door, you look into the right, and this leads into what looks like a front living room. Again, all the concrete's exposed. Everything's exposed, as you can tell. All the electrical, all the plumbing, and you can take a look at the HVAC ducts. Some of them look relatively new, some of them look old. So we would have to have a HVAC contractor in here to check out this whole system, as well as a plumber and an electrician, and probably a couple other professionals. So yeah, you can see everything is just out in the open. They just really gutted the whole place, so it's down to the bones, which is why I call this deal review Bones Only. So walking out of the living room, going back to that little foyer there, you look to the left here, and there's a little hallway. This goes into the 3 bedrooms and the hallway bath. So yeah, looking up here, you can see what remains of the hallway lighting fixture. To the left here, this is one of the bedrooms, and it is pretty much the same story for the rest of the house. You can see the HVAC, the vent there. Yeah, parts of the floor remain, but most of it's gone. As you can see, that's why I'm thinking total mold issue and probably something else. So going back into the hallway, this is the second bedroom. Looks to be about the same size as the first one, and in the same condition, as you can see. So this house was apparently built in 1973, and the current owners just bought this property a few months back, so I think they were trying to flip it. Take a look at this third bedroom here. Same situation. And I also have to comment here that this camera really picks up really well. This is a Canon G7X Mark II, and wow, it looks so bright in this video compared to actually being in there, because it was really dark in there. As you can tell, no electricity at all. So this is picking up really well. You can see here, there's the hall bathroom. Yeah, you can see the light fixtures or what's left of them. Again, the vent. Yep, you can see where the sink was, where the toilet used to be. It's interesting, this tile that's still there. But go ahead and check this out on the right here. There's a light fixture that's broken. But looking to the right, it's really interesting, because what you'll see here is the bathtub. Interesting bathtub. But it still has a shower head. So, okay, and here's an example of the electrical work, or what's left of it. Okay, now going back into the hallway, kind of working our way back towards the to the front of the house and then to the other side of the house. So this right here, this area, is probably what was used as the dining room, the formal dining room for guests. And it goes into this Florida room here. You can see the tile. And the nice bonus of this house, though, is if you buy it, you can get the gym equipment for free. So that's pretty good. Yeah, it's a Gold's Gym piece of equipment. Okay, so now going this way, what we're thinking is this area is more like the breakfast nook slash family dining area. You have a little chandelier there. And this would be the kitchen. So not a big kitchen. You can see where the sink used to be. And you can also get an idea of where the stove used to be right over here. There's the outlet. And then looking up, you can see that there's this is the bottom part of the vent for the oven and the stove. But as you can see, because they put new work up there, new wood, the vent goes nowhere. It goes right into the wood. So so that whole thing needs to be redone. We took a closer look at the piping. It looked like a lot of copper piping. So that's something that our plumber or contractor will have to take a look at. Some of the light fixtures or what's left of them. You can see there. And this is going into the last part of the house, which is the master bedroom. That looks to be like a little closet when you walk in. And here's the master bedroom. And going into the master bathroom. So, yeah, you can see where the sink was, the vanity. Some of the fixtures are still there. Yeah, part of the lighting. And there's the shower head still there, but not much else. And that flooring probably needs to be redone. And then this would be the walk-in closet, we're thinking. So yeah, that's the house. That's the property, the bones only property, I'm calling it. See some insulation that stayed, but everything else is gone. There's that vent again. And here's the last look at the shower. And that is the property. Okay, so let's go over the numbers on this deal. So the current asking price as is $167,987. And the key is they're only asking for cash, which makes sense because no appraiser, no bank is going to be willing to vouch for this project at the way it looks. So definitely a cash only offer is what they're looking for. We anticipate the renovation is going to be roughly about $70,000 based on what we've seen. Now, we have not had professional contractors come in yet to give us an actual estimate. We are just ballparking that. For those of you that are out there that have done flips, have done renovations, leave a comment below. Let me know if you think this number is really off or if it's pretty close. Just looking at the plumbing, looking at the electrical issues, and HVAC, basically the whole thing. So definitely leave a comment. Tell me what you think. So the all-in would be $237,987. Okay. So that's what we're looking at. That much of a cash outlay. So we did some looking around at the comps, and across the street there's actually a house that is of same square footage, but instead of a 4.2, it's a 3.3, and that one within the last few months sold for about $238,000. So that's what we're looking at as our after repair value. And since this is a flip, we have to really consider what our outlay is going to be. So our plan is, number one, we're going to get our contractors in there. We're going to have we already have a plumber that's scheduled to come and take a look at that copper piping, and definitely electrician and an HVAC, just so we can get actual numbers to see how close we are with this estimate here. And then from there, based on those numbers, we will consider a cash offer, and what we are hoping for at this point is probably going to be more like closer to 100,000. 100,000 cash offer. So we're going to go ahead and try to work with the seller on this and see if they can come up with a reasonable amount that they'd be willing to take. This is what we're looking at right here. When you consider all the renovations that are going to have to occur, as you can see from the walkthrough there. So we'll leave an update later on if things move along here. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and go ahead and give us a like on this video if you like this type of content, and definitely subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get these videos when they come out. So we'll see you at the next video, and as always, let's get it done.